Good morning, my peeps, or good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you're watching this video. Well, we're kind of at the end of the webinar because this is session 6, and the session 6, of course, is the last one. It represents the D in good, which is the part of the divine connection, the divine self. And I had to kind of divide this session in two videos. Really, there's 3 videos in all, like the 2 from me, 1 from Michael Beckwith, Dr. Michael Beckwith. The reason why I chose Dr. Michael Beckwith is because for me, that is the way that I finally had someone that would make me feel good when I was meditating. I tried many other people that did meditation sessions or videos or clips or whatever you want to call them, but they still didn't touch my heart and my soul as much as Dr. Michael Beckwith, and I would like for you to try this. Now, before we go too deep into this session, I would like to explain a little bit more what we went through. Recapitulate of what we went through, and also to explain a little bit what we're going to go into. Okay. So first of all, let's recap. In session 1, we looked at my flower of hope, which was talking about air, frequencies, and emotions, all things that in a certain way, if we work with those, it will bring up our energy, okay, make us feel good, which is what we need to do with this webinar. Session 2 was about our experiences. I wanted you to elevate yourself, help you understand that you have things that we need as a community, okay? Session 3 was about love, like so much misunderstanding about love in this world right now. If everybody would understand it, there wouldn't be any wars, there wouldn't be any problems at all. So that was all about love. Session 4 was about anything regarding God, source, universe, whatever word you want to call it, okay? And what it is globally, what are we into this, okay? We are into that, okay? Session 5 was all about our own self, our uniqueness. A lot of people had fun with that one, okay? It's a way of, learning who we are without having any other people telling us who we are, which is so important. Most of the time, what happens when you are young, you do have your temperaments, and they are crushed to a point that you don't know yourself anymore. Most of the time, that's what happened. Not many children have a chance of growing old and being able to represent themselves as they are, okay? So when we come to a certain point in our lives, we start questioning things like, who am I? Why am I here for? A lot of questions that I've been asking myself for a long time. I've answered those questions in my book. This book is not for you, specifically made for myself, but can be life-changing for anybody that will read it. It is an amazing 9-chapter book with all kinds of questions that people ask themselves, and I answered them intuitively, okay, because I do have a connection. I respect my connection with Source, and I appreciate it too. So that helped me a lot. So anyway, to continue, what I wanted to let you know is that we are unique, we are spiritual being, okay, in a body, and we need to understand that and believe it and find it. When you do, you will find so many things in life that you have not looked at before or looked it a different way. I know I'm talking a lot in parables right now, but you will understand after the session, okay? I don't want to scare you because some people have had some very revealing feelings going through this session. It's amazing. You will have the greatest haha moment of your life because you will finally know how to connect or to understand that you are part of Source and that you can go there anytime and ask questions and they will be answered. Now, some people will say, well, I did, but they didn't answer me right away. That's the thing. You have to be patient. Sometimes it might take a long time before it is answered, okay? If you ask, you will receive. It is mentioned in the Bible, and I truly believe that statement. The other thing too is that to receive something, you have to accept it, okay? Many times I have been offered things and I say, oh, no, I don't need that. But now I do accept. When somebody offers me something, I accept. Okay, so you have to ask and you will receive. And I still am trying to make you understand, don't be scared. Just try to understand what's going on. It's a very, how would I say that? It's so overwhelming when it happens to those that it will happen. Some people will it will happen like in little bits. Like every time that you do that meditation, you will feel a little more. But some people will go, oh, wow, like it happened to me. Okay? Some people it will happen like that. So it is not something that you need to do just once in your life. It's something that you will have to do often. If you can do it once a day, good. If you can do it once a week, good too. Anything is good, okay? So it is very important that you are in a very, very quiet place, meaning that you need to be in a place where you will not be disturbed by anything. Your husband, your kids, the cat, the dog, or whatever, the phone. Just make sure that you are in a place where you can really be quiet and it's quiet around. Now, when I say quiet, I don't mean to quiet everything. If you want, you can have some kind of a little music in the back if you want to. There is one on the video, the Dr. Michael Beckwith's soundtrack, okay? And I want to tell you too that soundtrack is only 15 minutes long. It's not going to be something, it ends abruptly, but you will get the drift out of this. Eventually, I will be I'm working right now on one that I'm doing myself. I'm not ready right now. I'm still working on a few little things, so that will come along. Instead of having this video, the one that I'm offering you right now with Dr. Michael Beckwith, it will eventually be me. But this time it is Dr. Michael Beckwith because he is my connection. I love Dr. Michael Beckwith. I had the privilege of meeting him in California, and I appreciate that man a lot. Whenever I listen to him, it's as if he's talking right to my soul. Okay, so what's very important is that you are quiet, you're comfortable. Another thing too, there's many ways to feel like, if you can go in nature and sit on a stump somewhere without being bothered by the mosquitoes. That's something else. That would be a nice, or on side of the sea, water, a river, anything like that. That helps also because when you are in nature, it's easier to connect to spirituality world. Okay. So, and then after what we need to also understand with all of this that I'm doing is that this will help you eventually to find what you need to do. What is your next step? Okay. There will be some questions that are asked throughout the meditation session. I would suggest that the first session you go through it without stopping it. Okay. After a while, when you do it once, 3 to 10 times, then after that, whenever you have an insight or something like that, you can stop it and write down what you're thinking. Okay. But the first one is mostly just go through it. Follow Dr. Beckwith's instruction about how to get into the vibe. And after that, you can sit down with the workbook and then answer the questions. I mostly wrote all those questions in the workbook, so you'll be able to answer them. The other thing too, you can also have all kinds of things that are going to come up, like scents, colors, objects. You can write that down too when you are done. Mostly of those things came to me after I have listened to it like many times. Like I would stop the track and I would write down things and all that. Many things in there made me realize that I needed to go to something different. So when you are ready, okay, just go and click on the meditation link that I have put on the same page. Make sure that you have had printed your workbook also for after. It doesn't need to be right now, but you can do it right after the video. Very important that you sit down afterward and that you write down whatever came through your mind while going with this meditation session. Okay? Be comfortable. Make sure that nobody bothers you. And just relax. And you remember when I said in one of the sessions that you needed that beautiful place? If you haven't found one, maybe you should borrow somebody else's. You're going to need it in this session to help you bring yourself to a very quiet and loving place. Okay? See you on the other side of the meditation session. Okay? Go for it right now. 1, 2, 3, go.